Hi, cool kids, this is Calibri, and today I bring you another Let's Read a Fanfiction. Now, with this video, along with the last few videos that I've done, I'm going to be reading a portion of this fic, and I'm going to record my reaction. This is not a new fic to me. This has been one of those that I return to again and again on dark rainy days, such as we have today. You can't actually see anything because the shade is closed, but it's raining really hard, and it's one of those days where you just want to curl up and read something. And beautiful fiction, today's fic author is one in a million. Also one of the very first fic authors to grant me permission to read some of her works. All things inherit. A title which offers some weight. It's a bit of foreshadowing. She sets you up for some sort of cultural backlash. Immediately she offers you with some pronunciation guides. Sherlock, being Sherlock, knows exactly how they're meant to be pronounced. She does offer some trigger warnings if you do choose to visit the rest of the fic. Of course, mind the triggers, but you know yourself better than I. Maybe one day I can change that. Like to get to actually know you guys who are watching this anyway. So I'm hopefully not going to fuck this up too much. Here is All Things Inherit by Beautiful Fiction. It's like tossing a coin. Heads, everything goes on as normal. Tails, well, you never think that's going to happen to you. For John, it's not a bullet that throws his existence into disarray. It's a bite. 1 minute he was getting supplies for the field surgery, the next sharp teeth dug into the flesh over his kidney. Blood welled and dripped as the creature scrabbled at him, almost lost within the pain. Christ, it hurt! Not just the sharp agony of the wound itself, but a burn underneath his skin, an itching, crawling torment that set his teeth on edge and filled his muscles with a lank heat. He must have cried out, a curse or a prayer maybe. Despite the medicine he'd been given, the lycanthropy pathogen had taken hold, latching onto his DNA and creating the protein that turned him into this. Not John anymore. Other people saw a monster, but guiltily, John remembered feeling like a god. He should be horrified, broken up and torn down by the torture of the transformation. It should have been the end, not a new dawn born in brutality. We need to discuss your future. What future? It escaped him on a huff of laughter, insubordinate, but John could not bring himself to care. I killed people, he whispered. Not with a gun or a weapon, but with my teeth. I killed them. You'll be granted an honourable discharge, pension and support, both physical and psychiatric, for what's happened to you, Mackenzie's explained, as stoic as ever. You're going home. After the desert, the city was akin to life itself. It was his anchor. The world was cast in shades of grey, but that vivid fragrance was like classy steel in a realm of muted matte tones, and John clung to it as tightly as he did his gun. They were like the two faces of a coin. The river and its metropolis beyond the walls of this bedset, the glisten of possibility. Then there were the barricades of his self-imposed confinement and the gleam of the pistol. It was a day like any other, but wasn't that always the way? The wheel of fortune turned anew, and an unremarkable life slipped along a different path. Nothing he sensed was crass or raw, but there was a subtle tenor that he had missed before, one that made his heart thud. Not just a wolf, but a wolf like him. Falchu, not Mactire, bitten, not born. Afghanistan or Iraq? John blinked. His breath arrested somewhere deep in his chest as the man looked at him again, and this time it was neither humanity nor the beast that caught his attention. It was the painful gleam of a razor-sharp mind. He raised an eyebrow, elegant and aristocratic. Potential flatmates should know the worst about each other.
John went to speak, but couldn't work out what to say first. He was torn between asking how the hell he knew about the war, and a slightly more hysterical assertion that the violin and days of silence was certainly not the worst aspect of this man's existence. Did transforming into a wolf not deserve a mention? "So that's it?" he demanded, as the man turned to go. "We've just met, and we're going to look at a flat together." Silver eyes met his, unapologetic. The man stilled. That boundless energy somehow contained until John was the only thing in its focus. It was as if something deep in his primitive hindbrain knew that this was a fork in the road, one that could save his life. I think I'm going to stop there. So, of course, I provided a link to All Things Inherit in the description below. If you enjoyed this and would like to see what other nerdy, geeky, dorky stuff I have to offer, feel free to subscribe to Calibri Fun Times channel. If you have a fic you would like me to read and create a little trailer for you, please visit my Tumblr. I've also provided the link in the description below, or Twitter. Please use hashtag CalibriWantsYourFix. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. Give it a like, leave a comment, and have some fun times today. Toodle pip. By the time he released, was like glassy steel in a realm of muted matte stone. You'll be granted an honorable discharge, pension and support from both physical and patriotic. What the fuck? Pension and support, both physical and psychiatric. Pension and support, both physical and psychiatric. I can't do that. Psychiatric. The world was cast in grays of gray. Grades of... Oh, that's great.